What just happened? Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor shocks the world at Danish Royal Gala. Fearful face. A gala of shimmering crowns. She walked in, like royalty always does. But then, she did something no one saw coming. The world gasped. And now we all ask, why? We begin in that grand Danish ballroom. Crystal chandeliers, red carpet, dignitaries in tails and gowns. Royalty from Europe gathered to honor tradition, diplomacy, and spectacle. When Princess Leonor entered, all eyes followed. She carried her Spanish lineage into foreign halls, expected to observe, to bow, to blend respectfully into halls of Danish pageantry. But instead, she upended expectations. By the time the night ended, she hadn't just attended. She had sent a message. A silent declaration that even royalty can shock. Let me take you through every heartbeat, every glance, every ripple that made this more than a gala. She appeared in a deep sapphire gown, understated yet commanding. The Danish Royal Orchestra struck up, and she moved into the line of light. The hushed murmurs quieted. She approached the dais. At the podium, she paused. Instead of the rehearsed curtsy and quiet nod, she held her head high, and locked eyes, not only with Queen Margrethe II, but with the assembled monarchs and guests. In that moment, she did not shrink. She drew in. A soft gasp rippled. Some held their breath. Cameras clicked. A beat later, she offered a slight raise of her chin, signaling more than deference. Then the unexpected. When she took the ceremonial scroll in her hand, she didn't glance down. She looked straight forward. She spoke with quiet strength. Her voice, firm but soft, echoed. Her words were few, but the weight profound. In that moment, the room altered. Protocol remained, but her presence refashioned it. Why did she dare that? What did she hope to shift? And how did the Danish royals receive it? Whispers surged. Some eyes widened, others flicked away. The queen's visage remained composed, but subtle tension. The crown princes exchanged glances. Diplomats jerked camera lenses toward her. From where Leonor stood, she must have felt the hush, a palace's heartbeat shifting underfoot. But she remained still, calm, crystallized in a moment that would ripple across nations. Guests afterward described the sensation. The air changed, an electric pause. You sensed this was more than ceremony. Was she confident? Nervous? Somewhere between, harnessing nerves into control. That tension, the rawness, is what holds us in the story. We ask, was this confidence earned? Or spontaneously mined from the moment? Leonor's journey to this gala was long. From early childhood she was raised in duty, tradition, and measured appearances. But in recent years, she's invested deeply in military service, scholarship, cultural diplomacy. Each public outing has been a building block in shaping her agency. Her naval training, her participation in military exercises, her diplomatic visits, these haven't just been resume items. They've been preparation, not just of skills, but of temperament. The seasoning of resolve. She's lived under scrutiny, every gesture plotted and parsed. She's watched predecessors bend under pressure. She's seen the cost of neutrality. She's cultivated presence, not to convince, but to anchor. And now, on foreign soil, she carried more than protocol. She carried purpose. To understand the weight, we must understand the house she entered. The Danish monarchy is one of Europe's most stable. Queen Margrethe II remains beloved, tradition-rich, ceremonially precise. Respect here is sacred, hierarchy is subtle but firm. In that galas of Europe, royals don't just appear, they perform the balance of deference, diplomacy, discreet alliance. A foreign royal, entering such a space must tread lightly. Yet Leonor moved like a sovereign entering. This was not Spain. This was not her court. She was a guest, but she claimed more. And that duality is critical. The risk was greater. The statement, more daring. Every detail matters. Her posture, the lift of her chin, her poised hands, her direct gaze, they spoke of authority. They whispered of partnership, not supplication. By not bowing too deeply, she didn't reject respect, she redefined it. By meeting eyes rather than lowering hers, she asserted equality in presence. She entered a room full of tradition and left an imprint of modern purpose. Her silence was also a voice. Her restraint a statement. And it begs the question, was she signaling to Spain, to Europe, to royalty, or to herself? From royal insiders, some will say this was audacious, dangerously close to disrespect. Others will say it was the youthful push a monarchy needs to show vitality. From the Spanish court, pride, yes. But concern too, protocol, public reaction, press framing. They'll watch how this plays with the Spanish people. From the Danish side, graciousness outward, curiosity inward. Did they interpret this as challenge? Or strength? From the public, many saw the moment go viral. Royal watchers dissected each second. Commenters split, how dare she? vs. Finally, someone with backbone. These voices clash, but all feed the narrative. Which one will prevail in legacy? In days that followed, images circulated. Close-ups of her gaze. Split-second reactions in the audience. Articles debated, bold or brash. Analysts speculated whether this marks a new Leonor era, one more assertive, visible, unrestrained. In Spain, royal monitors gauged public sentiment. Was she seen as strong, or unconventional? In Denmark, tabloids mulled what her gesture means for diplomatic ties. Her upcoming engagements now carry new weight. Each bow, each speech, each wave, they're filtered through this night's lens. She now walks under a different spotlight. Critics warn, stepping too far may invite backlash or misinterpretation. Supporters claim she's breathing life into the monarchy. The risk is real, but so is the potential. We return to central tension, tradition versus authenticity. Monarchies exist in ritual, expectation, formality. But the world now demands more: connection, realness, agency. Leonor's moment asked, can royalty evolve without tearing itself apart? Can an heir balance reverence and individuality? She showed that moments of poetry can live inside protocol. That strength need not shout. That change can begin with a gaze. The challenge: will institutions adapt, or will they contract? Picture again the ballroom, the sparkle of chandeliers, the hush. Leonor standing, dignified, unbowed. Her eyes meeting the room's. The room changed. What just happened was more than a royal gesture. It was an invitation to reconsider what it means to be a princess in this era. By daring to shock, she reminded us of human presence behind crowns. Long after the gala ends, that gaze lingers. Because this was not just ceremony. It was a turning point. And the world is watching.